Back in the 1930s, everyone was sad because the Depression was making most everyone's life the same, depressing. A group of businessmen from New York decided, hey, let's put on a gigantic fair so everyone can come and have a great time. Ride rides and see amazing exhibits, and businesses can show off their products as sponsors of the event. Yeah, and it'll make people not so depressed anymore. Yeah, that's a great idea. Let's make it bigger so we can get the whole world to participate. We'll call it the New York World's Fair. So they opened the New York World's Fair in 1939, which was a future-themed exhibit. And a whole bunch of countries like England, France, Japan, Italy, and others joined in. The creators made what they thought a city of the future would look like in the world of tomorrow. It ended up looking like a gigantic old Hollywood science fiction movie set. This was about 75 years ago, and in their future, they envisioned huge geometric structures built with glass and chromium, decorated in what we call Art Deco style. Think South Beach, Miami, Florida. The exhibit was very impressive with its futuristic structures and entertainments. And a little boy named Edward Cornish went there with his family. He thought it was really cool, and it made a big impression on him. For the rest of his life, he would always remember how much he liked the exhibit and its depiction of a possible future. When Ed grew up, he became a journalist. He was a star reporter and traveled the world. But it was a really scary time because of the Cold War. The Soviet Union and the United States were always threatening to blow each other up with nuclear bombs, but neither ever did. However, there was this one time where they came very close to pushing the button during 13 days in October of 1962. It was called the Cuban Missile Crisis. This scared Ed and a lot of other people about the future, mostly because they thought there might not be one. After the crisis was over, some people started panicking, building shelters for nuclear war and storing peas and stuff. This made Ed sad and depressed, but a friend of his came along and said one day, "Hey, there's all these scholars working on the future." Ed's friend would give him copies of research and articles the scholars wrote, and Ed began to say, hey, maybe the future isn't going to be so bad. What Ed actually did say was, we cannot possibly know everything that lies ahead, but with effort we can glimpse the possibilities of our future. This weak but incredibly valuable knowledge is critically important if we are to make wise decisions. Foresight is the secret ingredient of success. Then instead of building shelters and saving peas, Ed decided he would do something different. He started a magazine called The Futurist, where all the scholars and journalists and others interested in writing about the future could print articles. The magazine was a hit. It was so popular, Ed got together with his futurist friends and created the World Futurist Society. Now there are hundreds, maybe thousands of futurists all over the world that belong to various future enthusiast organizations. Some people are even professional futurists and help businesses and governments plan for the future. So what's the problem? The problem is all these people need a way to communicate better. Yes, there are futurist blogs on Facebook, on Twitter, but there isn't an app that brings together everything the futurist community needs to bring the futurist community together. My idea is for the Future Frontier app. It would serve three purposes: to provide quick access to futurist articles and essays, to provide a social network for quick communication, and to provide file sharing between members. There would be live chat rooms, event calendar planning, library access, and file sharing. So here's how it goes. So Sally loves to study about water, and not just any water, but about lakes and rivers near where she lives. Then Jack loves to study about fish and knows all about the critters that live in the water. Now, say the two of them are interested in what might happen to the water and the fish and the critters, and they want to find solutions on how to best manage their favorite things. They can go on the app and look up their topic and find all the articles and research being done about the state of their favorite things. What if Sally and Jack want to meet other people who want to help come up with solutions? They can form a group on the app and invite all the other futurists to share information online in a group blog or chat room, or in an in-person event. The group or the individuals could write articles and essays to share with all the app members. Jack and Sally can also set their settings so they can receive a notification every time a new article or essay is posted about the topic they are following. With every member having a profile, Jack and Sally can check what the latest articles or comments people in their group post either on their profile page or on the news feed. The app would also offer location check-ins so futurists looking to socialize or meet up can see where other members are hanging out. Jack and Sally would also have access to various university and public libraries that would provide the latest articles and essays on their futurist topics and research. So the whole purpose of this app is to better connect the people who are interested in molding our future by researching our present. It'll also help businesses connect with professional futurists. The spread of ideas is powerful, and that is what I hope this app will accomplish. The estimated time needed to create this project would be about 18 months, with an estimated cost of about $50,000 to $75,000. The cost and the time could be both affected by how difficult it could be to include the libraries into the app. Any person who contributes money will get the finished app and its services for free. Thanks for listening to my idea, and I hope you can help out.